Welcome to the Wine Cage. I'm Dylan.
I'm Amanda.
And on this Friday evening, we are drinking The Musician by Majella Wines. This is a Cab Shiraz from 2021. And spoiler, but we like it. It's a good one. And we look forward to telling you a bit about it. But before we get into the nose and taste, as usual, we like to talk about the label, the graphic design, the art, if there is any. There's no real art on this one, but I'm going to hand it over to Amanda to do that. But just before we do, I guess I'll just give my little piece about the label. I kind of like it. Like, I like how basic it is, and I like the little music staff there, and it's kind of just classic. It's not super fun to look at or anything, but it's got a nice, just kind of classic vibe to it. But you've got thoughts on it.
I do have thoughts.
Tell us what you think about the label on this one.
Well, I mean, I know that you're a fan. I don't want to be too harsh. This does commit a few of what I consider to be graphic design sins. You've got to start with a all caps title there, but they've made the first letter larger, even though it's already all caps.
I thought you could do that.
You can do anything you want, but I don't like it.
I do that in my amateur graphic design all the time. I'll be like, I like capitals, but I also want the first letter to be bigger. Is that really a thing? You're not supposed to do that? I
don't know if you're not supposed to or not. I just personally think it looks amateur. Also, the curved type there that's become weirdly spaced. It's differently spaced for each word. That bothers me. I don't like that.
These are all things I wouldn't see, but I like that you see them.
Thirdly, I know you're a fan, but putting type over this kind of music writing paper thing, it's not great. It makes it hard to read the type, and it also makes it hard to see the graphic. Finally, if I was going to pick at one other thing, now I'm not going to be too harsh about this because it's kind of sweet. The picture in the background of the label looks like a young man playing guitar. It's committing one of my personal sins of being a photograph that's been what looks like live traced in Adobe Illustrator and then faded back a whole bunch. This is probably the winemaker's kid or something, which is really sweet. I think that's adorable. I wish my parents liked me enough to do stuff like that. But
that's a different Wine Cage video.
But yeah, overall, this isn't really, it's not exciting me that much. I do like the die-cut label edges. They're very fancy.
Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it? Because it looks very basic and like they haven't put a whole lot of effort into the label design. And yet it's kind of charming. I keep forgetting about the silhouette of the guy playing the guitar, and in my mind, it's the label suggests like more orchestral something, like a couple of violin players or something like that would have been cooler. But I kind of just pretend it's that, so I don't mind it.
I do like the collar there.
The collar,
that's quite tasteful.
Little design on the collar there. Yeah. So, but let's see how it smells and tastes. So, first color-wise, I never know what I'm doing with the color step. I know you're supposed to look at it, but
it's red.
It's red. It's dark, very dense.
Dark, dense red.
Yeah, it's like a swamp that you wouldn't want to swim in. Not that you really ever want to swim in swamps, but this one you particularly wouldn't want to swim in because you can't see anything. There's no knowing what's down there, so you have to assume that it's all tentacles and dead things, like they say in Lord of the Rings. How does it smell, though? So, to my nose, this one has a beautiful smell. It's very inviting, dusty in a good way, and mysterious. with a hint of like floral beauty to it. This is almost my perfect nose for a wine. What do you think about the smell? Do you like it that much?
I think it smells great. To me, it smells sort of dusty, but it also smells spicy. It smells very chocolatey to me, like a dark, dark chocolate.
It's just great. The nose on this is just lovely. Let's see how it tastes. This one is very well balanced. It's peppery, spicy. It's like a flavorful cushion. It's just smooth. It just sort of works within the boundaries of a controlled good taste. Never becomes too sharp or too just flat or boring. It does have an evolving sequence of flavors, and it's just all controlled and very nice. It's not, once again, it's not like one of those mind-blowing flavors of when you have a really high-end wine. It's not quite that, but for what it is, it's amazing. What do you think?
Yeah, I have to agree with all of that. It's solid. It's very well rounded. There aren't any sharp edges or unpleasant surprises. It's just sort of velvety. It's deep. It's spicy. It's very peppery.
Yeah.
Which are all things that I like in a wine.
Yeah, so it's what you'd expect for a Cab Shiraz. Yeah, got a lot of that pepper and spice. It's not a sedimenty kind of Shiraz once again. So, it's a little lighter than that, I guess. But yeah, and so we love this wine. We've had it once or twice before. It's a hard repurchase. I would bulk buy this wine at the price that it is. So do you want to let the viewers know our rating on this?
I'd give it an 8.
Yeah, and I'm a solid 8 on this one. So for its price point, which I can't remember right now, we'll put it up in the super, but it's definitely between, I think, $16 and $18 or $19 or something like that. Once again, from Dan Murphy's, where we've been buying all our wine lately. But at that price, this is a bulk buy for me. It's definitely a favorite. I'd be happy to drink it anytime. So, we love The Musician by Majella, the Cab Shiraz 2021. Highly recommend it. So if you can pick it up, do yourself a favor and do that. That's been another Wine Cage from us. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.
Cheers.